In today's VR news video, I'm showing off brand new trailers, information, and release dates for Deadpool VR, Reach, and the bizarre new creation shooter, Dreams of Another. I'll talk about the first official footage and detailed information that's been revealed for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Empire City, take a look at the newly announced VR Star Trek game, and finally talk about some new VR releases that you can play right now on your Quest 3, PSVR2, or PCVR. Welcome to GameList Plus. I'm Josh, and here are your VR headset headlines for August 23rd, 2025. Deadpool VR has a fresh new trailer, and it got an official release date, which is awesome. We see the goofiness of Mojo, the evil bad guy, and some more of the snarky attitude from Deadpool himself. We see Omega Red, Lady Deathstrike, Mephisto, Ultimo, teleporting and swordplay and sliding and parkour, miniaturized version of characters, lots of goofiness. It looks like a lot of fun. I made a whole video about Deadpool VR that I talk about all the little ins and outs of what I experienced in the demo that I played at Summer Game Fest. I was actually worried about the character of the game. The gameplay itself is solid. I really enjoyed the gameplay that I tried out when I was there. Other than just being a jokey VR action game, it clearly has a lot of character that is exactly what we were hoping for in the first place. And it's bound to be one of the biggest holiday titles for sure. If you're enjoying this video, hit that like button. It really helps out a lot, and subscribe to see all my upcoming videos. Also, Reach got a fresh new pre-order trailer showing off brand new gameplay and giving us a taste of some of the characters and the gameplay elements. It shows off these brand new gauntlets that give you strength and help you climb, and it also helps you heal, obviously. It highlights the use of a throwing shield that comes right out of the gauntlet itself that you can throw against a wall and climb onto, along with the other weapons like the arrows that you shoot into the wall being something that you can climb on as well. You can also grab the weapons from your enemies and use them against them. The gauntlets also help you climb metal surfaces as you explore the game. And also grapple drones that really truly give you that reach named in the title. It also shows off how you can enhance your arrows to stun, freeze, and do other elemental effects on your enemies. And we get another great glimpse of this big baddie that you have to fight in this sequence. It is really exciting to see this exclusively VR game coming on October 16th. Dreams of Another got a full feature with lots of new details from the game's creator. Dreams of Another is a fascinating third-person exploration action game built around the philosophical theme, no creation without destruction. Rather than destroying objects by shooting, your shots actually materialize and create the world. During this little feature, it shows how the creator used all kinds of sound effects in the real world to put them into the VR experience. And we see this character wake up, and then you go on what seems like a very philosophical journey where you use a gun to shoot and it materializes things around you. I don't really completely understand what the gameplay loop is itself, but this looks like such a fascinating and interesting use, not only of VR, but of first-person shooting unlike we've ever seen before. I'm really looking forward to trying Dreams of Another when it's available on PCVR and PSVR2 on October 9th. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Empire City got brand new footage revealed for the very first time. Cortopia Studios put out a couple of developer diaries where they talk about growing up with the Ninja Turtles, teaming up with Paramount, and even working with Tom Waltz, the writer behind The Last Ronin. The big focus on this game is balancing that classic turtle humor with the darker, family-driven side of their story. Gameplay-wise, think Arkham or Ghost of Tsushima in VR, with stealthy solo play, chaotic co-op brawls, and each turtle feeling totally unique. This is one of those games that isn't coming until 2026, but the system is built on sprinting, jumping, dashing, climbing, and a mechanic described as flinging, where basically you chain momentum from one object to another. Whether it's fire escapes, cars, or even street lamps, it's meant to feel fluid, over the top, and very Ninja Turtle-like, not realistic necessarily. It's the kind of movement that only mutants could pull off within Empire City, which is basically New York. They even tease that you'll be able to use ninja tools to propel yourself through the game, but we'll just have to wait and see more on that. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is such a beloved franchise, so it's going to be really interesting to see what they do as this game is developed, how much it's going to represent the Ninja Turtles, which apparently each and every one of them, when you play as them, it feels completely different one to the next. I still love going to the local barcade with some friends and playing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the arcade version, all together. So having even just the slightest element of that in this game, where you can actually team up with people and go out there and destroy a bunch of bad guys, it will feel so good. In any case, if it has even the slightest amount of that kind of vibe, it is something I am so on board for. Expect Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Empire City on Quest 3 sometime next year. A new official Star Trek game has been revealed. The game is called Star Trek Infection, and it's described as a VR, full-body, narrative survival experience set in the Star Trek universe. You're a Vulcan Starfleet officer sent on a special mission aboard the USS Lumen, but something has gone horribly wrong. There's no crew in sight, and an unknown entity has infested the ship, and now it's inside your body, physically mutating you and unlocking dangerous new abilities at the cost of your sanity. The very opening of this trailer just really makes it look like it's truly a horror game before it even seems like it's a Star Trek game. It's just like a sci-fi horror type feel. You toss some kind of a pod and it grows these strange plants, and then you grab a character which looks like the Vulcan Death Grip, and it seems like it's charging up some kind of meter in the back of his head. All around, this just looks like a bizarre and just happenstantially Star Trek game. We see the strange mutation of the right arm when you have the scanner in your left arm. This game just all around looks like a very bizarre experience, but it definitely looks intriguing, and I'm very curious to see what further development comes along with this game. This game will be releasing on PCVR and Quest 3, and it says that it's coming out in 2025, but we'll just have to wait and see when. And now for some new releases you can go play right now. And if you decide to buy any of these on your MetaQuest headset, click the links in the description below to support GameList Plus directly. First off, Grit and Valor 1949 is a diesel punk real-time tactics roguelite set in an alt history World War II. It puts you in command of an elite mech squadron where you will think fast and battle the evil Axis forces to liberate Europe. You upgrade your mechs and pilots and develop new strategies to neutralize the enemy headquarters in this fully realized virtual reality and mixed reality version of the original PC game. In this version, you'll use gesture-controlled precision as you revel in the thrill of battles as they play out across tabletop battlefield dioramas. This is really a cool immersive version of the game where the units come to life and you can even pick them up and examine them up close. World War Z VR is an immersive single-player first-person shooter experience where you take on huge swarms of zombies across 3 difficulty levels and choose your operator, weapons, and perks to create unique playthroughs. This is one of those games that is just, to me, looks like another zombie game in VR, and I've barely scratched the surface of some of the other ones, but in any case, this is definitely one of those ones for people who love the original PC version and want to jump into it in VR. Besiege VR is a physics building game about constructing mechanical machines to annihilate armies, obliterate castles, and overcome challenging obstacles. This game has overwhelmingly positive reviews on the Steam store in the original PC version, but now you can build, destroy, and conquer in virtual reality. You can unleash your creativity and construct medieval siege machines, then annihilate your enemies or crash and burn in a blaze of glory. It boasts a 55-level medieval campaign plus 3 open sandbox worlds. It has over 70 blocks, including cannons, wheels, wings, and much more. The biggest change here is the full VR immersion, giving you intuitive motion controls, 3D audio, and haptic feedback. And finally, Hidden Memories of the Gardens Between. The award-winning game, The Gardens Between, has a brand new VR and mixed reality expanded version. This is a calm, blended reality puzzle adventure where you solve over 40 VR-exclusive puzzles woven seamlessly into the award-winning story of The Gardens Between. You comfortably explore serene dreamscapes merged gently with your real-world surroundings, at least in the Quest 3 version using mixed reality. I'm currently playing this game right now and working on a review for it, so stay tuned for that, or click right here once I've added it, and you'll be able to see all my personal feelings about this really, really cool game. Summer really is the big time for video game announcements in general, and VR games don't really get as much love or attention as the wider world of gaming. But that's why I'm here to show you all the best highlights amongst the massive amount of information that's out there. So what do you think about Deadpool VR? Honestly, do you think it's something to be excited about, or do you feel like it's just a money grab? And what about Ninja Turtles on Quest 3? Does it look like it's going to be something that is actually true to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fans that they will love? Or is it just another VR iteration that they're trying to capitalize on? I'm going to be doing all kinds of videos, upcoming stuff with new lists, including a creativity list, also a brand new horror list that'll be coming out in September. I'm also going to be reviewing the Pimax VR headset for PCVR. Please let me know in the comments below what you would like to see me cover, whether it's PSVR2 or PCVR or Quest 3 or just other games in general. I really want to hear what you think, so let's talk about it in the comments below. And also check out my list of the 10 biggest games of 2025, Volume 2, right here. That is it for today's video though. Thank you so much for watching. Go try something new. I'll see you soon on GameList Plus.
Nice imagery. To score eyeballs, I need talent.
Now that is efficient exposition.